I'm Hannibal.
And I'm not.
And you're about to watch our review of the Saw franchise, but not actually a review, our commentary on the review. So meta!
Yay!
Yay! Halloween! Woo! It's been a year.
Hi.
Hi. It just took us like 10 minutes to record that tiny introduction.
They're good. So this intro is terrible. I wrote this, by the way. This is all my terrible writing. And it takes way too long to get anywhere. And
it's too Futurama-y. If anyone remembers the joke from Futurama about it's like the Cindy, the singer, isn't it?
I'm not sure who it's about, but
I'm sure it is. It's
Basically,
singer.
we wrote this whole... Well, I wrote this whole thing over 2 days, and then we filmed it over the space of 6 days in a month. Well, bits of 6 days in a month. It wasn't a very long time at all. And we wrote it, and we filmed it, and loads of the problems that I'm going to get into. But basically this was fine. I was like, oh yeah, this is fine. I wrote this. This is mildly entertaining until I watched an episode of Futurama a day later and realised I'd ripped the whole thing off. But it was too late to refilm anything, so we were sort of stuck with this. That's pretty good. I forgot that. We haven't seen this in like a year.
That makeup was fun. I had a breakdown while filming this, literally. Like
an actual breakdown.
An actual full thread breakdown. Your hair looks so different.
Yes. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it.
That's so good.
No, wait for it. It's going to be amazing. There it is. There's the second note. Basically, when editing this, because as I say, it was over 6 days, and we were literally filming bits up until the last second before we, got ready to upload it and stuff. We were running around the house trying to make sound effect noises because we realised it was a bit dead without sound effects, and one of them was the knife, which we used by twanging a ruler against something. And then I had to edit it, but we'd sort of done it a couple of times in the shot, and I'd cut it, put it in, but forgot to get rid of the rest of the cut. So it goes twang, and then it goes twang again, for no reason in the middle of nowhere. So, yeah, basically, that should have been got rid of, and at some point I should bring that back as a joke.
I think so, but the best thing about that is that I was holding the end of the knife, like waving it like this in the and like we had the shot, and it's like quicker and let my fingers be in it, make it look like it's stuck in the wall.
It's pretty convincing.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So,
it's not bad.
I'm actually quite happy with this script. I think it's slightly different than the previous two ones because it's about like an issue over lots of films, a bit quicker rather than sort of one thing and
I
more
feel like
wavy.
The first two, the X-Men ones, I wrote them, and then obviously you wrote the Saw one, and I feel like personally, the Saw one is a lot cleaner because you're talking about the topics involved in it as well. Where basically, I was just going like, I really, really, really like X-Men. Like, I really like X-Men, and that was kind of all that was happening. Also, more puppetry,
really
and
more
it's
puppetry.
Amazing.
It's true, and Dincy.
If only we had like more people to like sort of do things. It wasn't just us two. But like, quick, we're both in the shot. We can't have anything else happening.
Even so, the problem still with this is I don't think I got there quick enough, and I don't think we got there quick enough. I think if somebody was watching this and they didn't know who we are, which is everyone, we've got the stupid intro, which takes too long to get to the film, and then
I've got a cold, so sorry.
That's great. And then we've also got the cut with the whole part-time serial killer joke, which again isn't immensely funny as it is, but it's too long before we get anywhere.
I amuse myself. I don't know.
Yeah, so I wish we hadn't done that.
But I don't know.
But it's good accents.
Congratulations! Congratulations! I keep doing that now in real life, and I'm like, wow, I'm referencing my own video. That's really, really good.
That's true. Can you tell what Goat's line is an anagram of?
I hope so.
We tried really hard. Well, I tried really hard.
I drew it. I'm not good with letters, so... But also some good face from you as well.
Yeah, this was good fun to film. I enjoyed filming this scene. And the
Walker's
freezer
placement there by accident.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know
the freezer in the background doesn't hum at all, which is quite rare.
Usually it's humming, which is like a hum, which is fabulous.
Yeah, we reference that in another video with the humming noise.
Yes, we do. This scene as well, beautiful.
Yes, this whole thing. Right, so basically I'll tell you the most exciting fact in the whole of this video, which is whilst we were filming this over those 6 days, Hannibal got shingles.
I got shingles. I had it was building up for a long time. I thought I'd just hurt my neck.
It's a good wordplay bit from me there. Very proud of that. Very proud.
And I was like, oh, it really aches. Like, if you sleep on it funny. And I was like, oh, it just hurts. But then I started getting a rash. And I was really kind of feeling a bit weird the whole time, which I think is why partly I had a breakdown because I wasn't feeling particularly well.
Oh, yeah.
And then, and then I was like, what is this? And like, she was like, oh, no wonder. And yeah, it was really bad. Yeah.
It caused lots of things you're going to see that we're going to talk about as we go on.
I love how you just say... Like
there's loads of particular things that are important. But yeah, we started to use pictures finally to cut stuff up. After the last two, when we had the problem... That was an amazing shot, with the craning shot. That was great. We had long stretches of talking, and we both had a problem with that, and then she had a breakdown, and we realised maybe we shouldn't do long stretches of talking, because it's really boring and no one actually cares what we're saying. So we got pictures and overlays, which I think work really well. But again, it takes us about 3 minutes to get to them. Yeah. If we'd have started with that, it might be that people care slightly more.
I think always also the problem is that you know, I'm also drawing these pictures and it's really annoying.
Yeah,
Because
you drew all of these over about 3 or 4 days.
Because as well, my tablet isn't the best tablet, and the pen for it now, the pen nib is worn down to like the bottom. So I'm sort of trying to get it to register, and it's going like no, over there, and I'm like no, please, I just want to register a picture. So that's also fun and painful, but that is fun. Oh, nice. But I still like the pictures. I like how they look, but I just wish it didn't hurt my eyes so much. Theatre. Yes.
Oh yeah, we're using the same songs again.
Yeah, man. I mean, I even though it always gets to me. Like, I do think much more fondly of how we did the Saw videos than the X-Men ones. Very judgmental. Another one died. Just because I feel like it's more concise and it has more of a point to it.
Yeah, it's a little bit more focused. As I say, I am happy. I am happy with my writing, but it isn't good writing. There's still problems. But yeah, because this was filmed over such a short amount of time, there are going to be little bits of things that you might notice that really shouldn't be the way they are. One of them that's coming up, and if I notice it, I'll point it out, is that we have the tripod in shot at one point, just randomly on the floor, which is really stupid, and stuff like that. But then there's a really big one that's going to come up that you'll have a good laugh at if you haven't noticed it already.
Yeah. It's good. It makes me laugh as well. Oh, we're going to talk about it so much.
But yeah, I like what I've written. I don't know if it's interesting. I haven't got a clue if it's interesting.
I like it. I enjoy it.
But yeah, I tried to do a lot more cutaways to things. I'd make a point, like, this is what happens in this film, and then I'd make a cutaway that was a joke, sort of rewording that, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know whether that's necessary or entertaining in any way, but that's the way I did it. In the last videos, it was more sort of tangent.
Yeah. Which is kind of just like a representation of like me. It's just like, oh, we're going here, let's go here, let's do some nonsense. However, I do always love where it's like, like different colours. I don't know why, but that amuses me far, far too much. Oh dear, horror elements. Anyway. But also, I really liked that we sort of was like, oh yeah, let's do Hanable, because I like putting makeup on and dressing up, and I think it's fun.
Makeup started to play a much bigger part in our videos.
Yeah, more recently. I still think that there's still too much of me standing and talking straight to camera. I feel like almost there should be stuff here or just stuff over the top. Basically, I'm like, oh, so much of my face. Get rid of the face. It's not good face.
I don't think we've got a big enough sample audience to know if it's working or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel personally like it's just too static.
If you know the Saw films, because I spent a bit of time rewatching them so I could remember what was going on, then I would say that, you know, it works. But if you aren't, then maybe it just seems like a load of nonsense. This is great voice.
Play! Oh, so you just said Halloween.
Originally, I was going to sing something from some sort of Christmas song, but I realised that A, copyright, and B, not relevant. So we just changed it to whatever
Halloween.
that is.
It's just you going Halloween for like 50 years. Oh wow, I can't believe we've been talking for like, is that 8 minutes?
Yeah, it was 8 minutes.
We're talking about 8 minutes. How are you still watching this?
I apologise, I'm not looking at the camera very much. I'm watching the video and I'm looking at that, and I still don't know where to look. I
like that I'm at that. It's just like, I'm looking at that, I'm looking at there. Well, no, also, it's I keep saying also. Also. Some of these pictures, as you can tell, I was like, oh yes, I'm going to draw this nice. And some of them I was like, I don't know what I'm drawing, let's just draw some nonsense.
Yeah,
also,
because of the amount of time.
That is basically Sartre, do you know? Responsibility. That is all he goes on about. And I'm just like, for God's sake, Sartre! Anyway.
Yeah, we're not talking about Sartre
No,
again. Too much Sartre.
I'm so sorry.
We nearly are at the thing that makes this video interesting, which is scene recreations. We haven't done one yet, which again, I kind of regret. Kill, Bart, kill. I forgot about that completely.
Kill, Bart, kill. That iron is so weird.
It's pretty weird, yeah.
It is strange.
Doing scene recreations was pretty stressful because, as I say, the shingles.
Yeah.
And we did all of the filming for the cutaways all in, I think it was a day and a half.
Yeah,
but it wasn't a full day and a half. It was just over bits because other people live here and, you know, problems with town and people walking around and stuff.
Unfortunately.
So, yeah, we've got Hanable in, like, agonising pain all down one side.
Yeah, it was sort of like all over here, and obviously you're wearing clothes as well, which makes it really hurt. And you're wearing like a shirt and a tie, and obviously it was all around my neck as well. And you're wearing like the blazer on top of it, and it's quite heavy material. So it was like, yes, this is good, and it makes you really run
And
down.
it was
and
like
tired so easily.
It was like the 23rd of October, knowing that I'd be at work for a week after that.
Yeah.
So we were doing stuff, and it was me running around while you basically sort of lay on the floor dying.
Yeah, and then it would be like, let's go back.
It's a scene reenactment. Okay, right. So this is from Saw 3. We had Saw 3 on in the other room, in this room. And then we'd watch it, pause it, recreate the shot, do that, and then do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
All of these sounds are made with a combination of the whip sound, the sound of, I think it was a ruler, and the sound of pressing a button or something to that effect.
Something like that, yeah.
It doesn't sound like a camera, but it sounds like something.
Also, I have so much fun. I never remember his name. Stabby in the neck later.
Hoffman.
So when he's just Hoffman, it's always just like, look at these chains. Like what are chains? I don't know. And I just love how he does that scene. It's some beautiful acting. But anyway, that is why it was super fun.
Although that took about 2.5 hours to shoot. I'm not even joking. A straight 2.5 hours to do it. It takes such a long time.
It's like we're doing another sort of bit of video, and we were like, oh, we'll map it out this time. And I was like, awesome. And we're like, oh, it'll take about 10 seconds. It took us like about 2 hours to do this like one thing. And I was like, oh no.
You will know by this point because there'll already be a thing. There was going to be another Lead Thoughts for Halloween, specifically to come out on the 27th. I think it's the 27th, whenever the Thursday is this month, that's gone. But even though I'd written it and it was all ready, we weren't even close to getting ready to film it all. We'd done some bits and it didn't run out and we had problems and all the same things that we do every year, and so...
We don't learn.
We do learn, we just don't have enough time. The difference is you've got a job now and I don't, as opposed to last time when I had all the hours and you didn't, and...
I remember last year. I missed last year.
There's a camera joke, not in focus, and
No
the camera wasn't in focus.
Yeah.
We did stuff. We did do some
tried,
stuff. I
we
hope
tried.
it's entertaining. I really do.
I realise most of these videos on the commentary is just like, please love us. Please. Like begging. Pandering for views! References? No?
Yeah. Jump cuts! So, basically, yeah, this was a load of fun. This was another scene recreation. What we did was we shot all of the bit that's coming up. This bit was all in one big straight. And then, continuity issue, this isn't even the right here anymore. And then, afterwards, we did all of these bits, and then which is how editing works. That's basic editing.
Oh my god!
Basic editing.
Also, yeah, that was me. I was dying of shingles as well.
Really badly, yeah. So as it got on, we were running out of time. Everything was getting really stressful, and then did you not have the right makeup on then? What was that all about?
So we did the in-between bits, don't worry, there's a reason.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what's going on.
Also, I do... Teamwork!
And 6 is choosing for others.
You know, anyway.
Oh man, we did loads of those little bits. Saw 5. I didn't review Saw 5 because who cares? It wasn't that bad. It was technically better than 7. But the video's way too long. This video is too long. I wish I'd cut out the beginning parts. I don't really think I could cut too much out.
5 hours of video, that's what we want.
No.
Yes.
Who knows? More scene reenactments. This one. Okay, so at this point, it was like the evening. There was somebody in the living room. They wanted to make tea and sort their life out, and we wouldn't let them because we needed. It's dark outside as well. The curtains are drawn, and we needed to do this. So everybody had to be super quiet. They were really patient. Thank you very much for that. It was an absolute disaster, and we had to like refilm this. And
coordinate fighting. Right, basically we were meant to do the fighting, and not Hanable was just like, we're doing it quietly, you know, we'll put some sound effects over the top. And I couldn't do that. Every time we were doing it, I was like, go, poosh, poosh, and I was like, oh, I won't do it this time. Okay, that's no problem. And then I'd just be like, poosh, 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 and doing my own sound effects. And not Hanable was just like...
So, do you know how hard it is to fight a person with shingles?
Yeah.
It was like, I felt very much like this video was slavery for you.
Oh.
Because there were so many occasions, especially the very end, which we'll come to, where it was literally just like, you were like, I want to go to sleep and just die. And I'd be like, no, we need to keep doing this. We must keep doing this. Stay awake. We're doing another take.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was really, really fun. Also, some cants there. Greater good.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
we talk about different philosophy. That happens sometimes. Well, oh yeah, this is my best acting ever, because I'm a terrible actor.
You're just like, yes, it's so good. I love how we have to go quiet for a second too. Also, this is the best bit of acting I've ever done. Just look at it. Just, it's perfect. I don't know why this makes me so happy. I think we were gonna shoot it again, but I was just, every time I was just as stupid as before. I was just like, no more consequences!
It is a good point.
It's so
though.
fun.
It is a good point.
Yeah, also, that really upset me about that film.
Yeah.
Like, really, like, morally, I was like, and the kids go, no, kill him anyway. And I was like, no, if this was
Yeah.
proper Saw, he would have, like, got killed, or his mum would have got killed because he decided to kill people, and it would have been like, oh my god, you know what the message is? Forgive people, like, when they're trying.
It would be nice if people did do the messages. It would be
Like,
really-
originally, they
Yeah,
used to
yeah,
do the
yeah.
messages, and it was super good, obviously, because it had, like, the original people that were involved in it. But, you know.
Yeah. There are good bits. There are bits in this that I legitimately like, and I think we did a good job. But they happen so late into the video that no one in their right mind is going to get to it.
Yeah, I
So-
feel that happens with a lot of our videos. It's like the beginning, it's like,
Yeah.
and then you kind of get into it a
Get
little
into
bit
it,
more. Oh, the irony!
Interesting.
Oh
And
my
the
gosh, my
irony.
pictures, I'll tell you what, 10 out of 10, they're beautiful, 100% no.
Why am I trying to catch a
But
thief?
yeah, oh, that feats of strength, oh yeah. Yeah, it was just, I don't know,
Numbers on the
dumb?
roots of his teeth.
yeah.
How is that even possible?
How? How would that actually, and then you'd put, then how?
It was rough on his
Look,
blazer.
people who are making number 8, don't do number 7 again. You're going to do number 7 again. I can already tell it's going to not be great. But please, just do a good thing.
Also, it still annoys me, right? He's stabbed in the neck, and it's bleeding. But he's just like, no, it's fine, I'll carry on. Like, that's not how anatomy works.
Anatomy.
If he just left it in, I'd have been like, oh, okay, maybe, you know, went through to his windpipe and he's breathing a little bit, but, you know, but no. But no. And I don't know why that's, like, the one thing that, it's not the one thing, there's loads of things that really annoy me. But, like, that's the thing I proper focus on about that film, with
Yeah.
all the crazy that happens. I'm like, this bit! I don't know, it's just maybe when it's in the cinema, it actually, like, completely took me out of it for once, because usually I'm like, okay, you know, heightened reality, okay, blah, blah, blah. And then I saw that and I just went, no, this would not happen!
Yeah, it's one of the only films that I've been to the cinema to see where I remember very clearly we were about 2/5 of the way through the film.
We were with your mum
and
as well, weren't we?
We were. And we sat down and we were watching it, and I went over to either you or my mum and basically just said, why does everyone have to die?
Yeah.
And I remember very clearly that from that point I just knew there was no point in getting invested in anything, because what it was just kill the people, which
Yeah.
is boring. Some people think that's great, but it's not what I want.
I don't know. It's much more interesting where it's like, oh yeah, you know, I care about these characters. I don't want them to die.
Yeah. And then sometimes when
yeah.
they achieve things, you think,
You're like,
oh yeah,
yes!
there's good things to be gained.
I
but
mean, it's also good when like bad characters do get comeuppance, but it's
yeah, there
frustrating,
doesn't
you
need
know.
to be a higher karma.
No.
You don't need like some sort of everyone that does something must be outbalanced.
Yeah.
But it would be nice if there was some sort of everything's not the worst all the time.
Yeah.
But it just seemed gratuitous.
And everything always turned from like, you know, there's this massive game going on that's hours long into like even in the first one, all the games that they sort of shot like tiny,
Yeah.
like really quickly of what had happened seemed to go on like a long time.
Just gonna stop you for a
Sorry.
second. Sorry, because that's
Go
the thing I actually said in the video.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
gonna
you did.
all of this bit here is what I talk about all the time. To myself, I'm always thinking about this. I critique things very heavily. I think about things, think about why things are, but is that the right thing to do? I don't actually know if there's any point to it. I always have the argument that if somebody has made something, it's theirs, and it's not the audience's, it's theirs, and it's what the product is of itself, regardless of the person that made it to an extent, and regardless of the audience. Now, that's not a popular opinion, it's a very Greek idea. But a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
mean,
people don't agree with that.
Author-audience relationship is very
It
interesting.
is, and that was kind of what I wanted to talk about here, and I thought that kind of rounded off the 3 videos that we've done for the year. Just sort of, should we be doing this sort of thing? Is there a place to it? Does it matter? If they've decided they want to do something that they think is good, and I've decided that they haven't for a different criteria, you know, I don't know. I would personally say that what's left is more important.
Tiny little thing, there was a little bit of drawing and there's Hanable involved. There was going to be something to do with different versions of Hanable
It's not
happening.
over. Give it
It
time.
might
Give it
happen.
time.
Who knows?
Give it
Carry on.
15 years.
Give it 15 years.
Give it 15 years.
Some kid's gonna kill you anyway without
Yeah,
consequence.
yeah, without consequence. See? Okay. See, I rant about it.
Yeah, I
as
know.
well.
That's
I
what I'm
have to
saying.
mention it
Most
about
of these things
10
that you say have
times.
already happened.
Yeah, but it really annoys me.
Death by vitamins as well. That's always a
Yeah,
good one.
it's always an important one. Yes.
I'm looking at this.
This is great.
computer, and there's
That's
mail
a reference to
file.
IT crowd, specifically computers
Yeah.
instead of computers.
Also, she does say JPEG really strange.
She just say Japan.
JPEG. It's like, what is it? And oh, it's so good.
You can't read it, but on the wall in the background, we've got a list of things that the Jigsaw cover might have, including being the Monopoly man.
Oh, yes.
Because he's got lots of money to
Oh,
build
yes.
things.
Man, if only we had like a camera that had like lenses.
Yeah.
If only
If
we
we
had
had money.
anything. Yeah, if only, eh? If only, eh? That's so clear, eh?
Eh?
Eh? But anyway, we're panicking a little bit because this camera cuts out after a certain amount of time. So we're trying to sort that
Yeah.
out.
Any second now, we're going to do another jump cut
Yeah,
for the
exactly.
final bit of talking.
Watching paint dry, man. Watching paint dry.
Jump
Jump
cuts.
cuts.
Okay, so this is the final little bit. We did a little focus thing. We tried to do the first saw.
Super cool.
This, I think, is the best bit of the video-ish, with minus the teeny bits. However, because it happens at the very end, no one's going to see it. It was Hannibal's original idea when we filmed it and everything to do part of this at the beginning and then have the whole video as a playoff into that, if that makes sense, like a saw trap. But I, in my stupidity, and the fact we didn't have a lot of time and you were shingles ridden, didn't let that happen. And I wish we had done now. It's a huge regret I have. I wish that we'd done that. This is amazing. This makeup. She did
fun.
all of this herself. We did the voice we did one voice and then I played a second, like looped it and put it like, I think it was a third of a second behind
Yeah,
itself
something like that,
to
yeah.
make it sound a bit wobbly.
Oh, basically, I can't do a
Oh,
video.
there. Right, here is the thing I was leading up to. Mechanism is spelt wrong. The reason it's spelt wrong isn't because I can't spell, which sometimes I can't,
Usually it's me who can't spell.
but because you're lying on the floor, you're dead from shingles, we've
Yeah,
got like a
it's so
day
much
to finish
pain
all of
here.
this, we're rushing around the house trying to finish things.
So much pain.
And it was quick. We needed a thing to demonstrate this as a mechanism. So I ran downstairs. I wrote, this'll do. Quick, go. And I misspelled it like an idiot.
But also, I think it's very in keeping with the fact that I can't spell, so it's like a little nod to me. So yeah, it was in a lot of pain right now.
This whole thing is in real time. We did actually film that for a minute and then overlay the thing so that there are 60 beeps. So if you count them, I hope that's correct anyway.
because
Th-
you
there are
wait, there'll be like 59. I'm like, no!
Pretty much. Also, because this is before we had an end slate, the subscribe button sort of appears and disappears. That was a bad idea. There's loads of things wrong with this, unfortunately, but you live and learn.
You do. Oh, but yeah, I can't do a very good impression of obviously it's Toby Valve who does the
Right.
extra voice. He's amazing.
I am standing over the camera so you can't see me, dragging the things up, but I couldn't drag the one on the left, the blue one. I'm pointing to the screen, you can't see what that is. The blue one up. So yeah, you can see that it's not going up, which completely ruins the illusion. So there are things wrong with this.
But then the whole joke is that it's not real and I'm just being dumb.
Yeah, thank you for telling people the joke. Yeah.
I'll explain why it's funny to you. I'm so sorry.
So yeah, basically this has been this video. I aren't sure if it necessarily went as it was supposed to go, but it happened.
But it happened, and also
hope
we
you
like
enjoy
Saw.
it. Yeah,
We love Saw.
there will be a link to the original one.
For you to watch.
Yeah, not the original Saw film. We don't do
No.
that. No. Our original video, if you want to watch
Buy that
it.
on DVD, people.
Indeed. Yeah, thank you very much for listening to this, unless you haven't, which is quite likely as well.
Sorry.
And
Also,
yeah,
Saw 8.
we will be back with more things
Yes.
in the future.
Yes.
Thank you very much for listening.
Thank
Veni,
you.
ETVC,
Veni,
TVC,
TVC.
VC, yeah.
Bye! Halloween! Ah. You should have had a pumpkin.